Okay, so again, this was purchased February 2021, so it's November. It's almost 2 years. Now it's riding okay, quite well actually. I just want to check the kilometers. Let's just see how many kilometers are on this right now. So again, my mother drives this just up to the market, etc. Not too far. But it's convenient for her, that's for sure. Okay, so it now has 550 kilometers. So I believe that it was around 250 when she purchased this. She purchased this, and it was slightly used. They used it for a demo, I believe, the place that she bought it from. So she's put on about, let's say, 300 kilometers. And she did have one battery issue where the battery exploded. Now, at least there was a hole in the battery. So I'll show you where the battery compartment is. And she replaced the battery for $260 Canadian. So let me just go in here, move this out. So this is the back seat area, which is good for groceries and such. So let's just open this up if I can remember how to do it. And it probably opens here. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So there's the batteries. So there's five batteries that are in here. Now, one of those batteries, like I say, exploded, or had a hole in it, and she was getting no power. So she's replaced that battery. It looks like it's back to normal. Put this back for her. Okay, so one thing that's definitely a problem is these mirrors. They will not, I could not see when I was driving in the mirror. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to adjust these. I know they tilt in, which I pointed out in the first video, but the problem is they sit too, oh, there we go. I think that might have helped by pushing on the top. Okay, that's a discovery. If you push on them, it looks like they can tilt. Fantastic. Okay, let's do the other one. I didn't know that. So let's tilt. Yes, you've got to kind of push pretty hard, but you can change the tilt by doing that. That's great. So let's see if I can see the back up. Oh yeah, that's much better. So now I can actually see if there's a car coming behind me. Yeah, much better. Okay. Yeah, that looks a lot better. So let's take this for a drive, see how it's performing. Okay, and here we go. So when you get in here, you just turn the key on till the dash lights up. Now I've just set the mirrors because they were set too low, and on the initial video I couldn't figure out how to set them, but you need to push hard on the corners and it will tilt them. So they should be a lot better now. So let's go for a little drive around the block. So it's actually November the 4th here in Ontario, Canada, Renfrew, Ontario, Canada, and there's a mosquito in here because it's 21 degrees Celsius, so that's quite warm for this time of year. And literally, yeah, it's insane. There's actually a mosquito here flying around the vehicle. You don't see too many of them in November. Okay, so I'm driving here. It's 20 degrees. Now the roads are pretty rough here for sure. Let's see if I get a better road. I'll go this way. Okay, so yeah, it's running quite well. 25, 26 kilometers an hour, 28. So yeah, had this up to 30, 31. The battery's not fully charged, so I'm doing 27 here, 28. Let's go over here. All right, here's some pavement that's actually a little bit better. So it's driving quite well, actually, no issue. Let's go this way. It's a little hard to drive with one hand while I'm holding my phone, but it's driving well. Okay, now there's a signal light here somewhere. It's over here. That turns on the signal light. All right, let's take this back. So yeah, I think I'd be pleased with this performance. Again, the battery's at 90%, so it's at 100%. So I would think it's probably between 90 and 100%. I'm not sure when she charged it last, but anyway, let's pull this into the garage. So I think, I'm not signal light off, and let's turn the key off. I think that if you live in Canada, a climate that's a lot colder than some places, in the winter anyway, you might want to make sure that you have put this in the garage. I think it'd be hard on the battery if you left it outside in Canada, at least. Our summers are extremely warm, 30 degrees Celsius sometimes, anywhere from 25 to 33, 34 degrees Celsius in the summer months. But the winters can get definitely quite cold, down to minus 25, minus 30 in January. So it would definitely be advisable to park this in a garage, and maybe even on the very cold days, run a little heater underneath it, a little box heater or something, just to keep the batteries from getting too cold. I'm sure it'll reduce the power in the winter time. And that's been her experience. Although she did drive it last winter without any issue. But again, it was parked in the garage when not in use. It's not a heated garage, but keeps the the cold winds off of it. So I'm in third gear, which is the fastest gear. Let's see how it's driving. So 30 miles an hour, 29 or kilometers an hour, 29. Let's see how it takes us. It's a bit of a grade, a bit of a hill. We'll check it out. Going up this grade, we're down to 17 kilometers. I'm up on the sidewalk now. Okay, going up this very steep grade. Looks like we're doing about 19 kilometers up this grade. This is a pretty large hill, actually. 17. 15 kilometers. Now, I do not know if this was charged to 100% before I took this out, so I'm at the top of the hill, and we went up to 15 kilometers here. Okay, I'll turn around here. Okay, so yeah, so it was okay going up the hill. Let's go down the hill. Little bumpy, but the roads here are terrible, so yeah, the roads are in pretty bad shape. So, okay. So that was a pretty rough ride on those roads, but anyway. Let's see. Looks like it is charged. So going up that hill, that grade was, I think we got to 15 or 16 kilometers.